you guys, say I'm here to do Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 3, Episode 1. It was an okay episode for a season premiere. So it started with Ray J and Princess. They at this wedding photo shoot for some kind of magazine or whatever. And because when I seen the commercials and I saw them like dressed up for a wedding, I'm like, how is they already having a commercial when they just got married like 2 days ago? But this was for a magazine shoot. So as they on the shoot, Ray mom Sonia is there, and she talks to him on the side while Princess is doing her solo shoot. And the mom is saying how she wants Ray J to ask Princess to sign a prenup. As soon as she said that, I said, oh, this not going to go well. This is not going to go well. Especially with a female like Princess. Not going to go well. So he was like, I don't want to make her mad. His mama was like, you don't want to make me mad. This is going to happen regardless of what you say. And I'm sitting there like, I understand you love this girl, Ray J. And if she loved you the way she say she do, it wouldn't be a problem with her signing a prenup. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, gold diggers gets mad at that type of shit. So, the mama was like, if I got to get involved, you know I will. So, he kind of scared. So, Moniece, Cam, and Fizz is at Moniece's house. And we found out this season that Fizz had moved in with Moniece. I've been to it because I follow them on I follow her on Instagram. And so I always see them together. He said that it was an emergency happened with some kind of gas leak in Porter Ranch. So that's why he had to move in with her. I'm like, for people to be saying, you know, that's an excuse. That's an excuse of him saying that he moved in with her because of that. Because you supposed to have all this money. You supposed to be successful. Why do you need to move in with your baby mama? That's an excuse. Now, when he explained it later, then okay, I can understand. That's a better understanding of why you moved in than say, oh, because it was an emergency and that's where I had to go. No. So they talked about setting boundaries. She don't want no hood rats in her house. She don't want to hear no moaning, groaning, whatever. And same goes to him. He want her to keep her monkey away, which is her vagina. And I'm sitting there like, I understand where he coming from, but at the same time, I'm like, boy, she had him. like, okay, like, is she walking around, like, full naked with her stuff out? Like, I don't know. But if that's the case, cover it up for your son. But other than that, I'm like, boy, she had him. So they gonna get along. She did say she don't want Max and Brandy at her house. That was one of the rules. And he feels some kind of way, but I understand where she coming from. Like, they got into it. Brandy did come at her being a mom. So, bitch, no, you're not welcome in my house. Nikki is having this party, this casual clothesline party that she's having. And, you know, Brandy, Nia, and Shonda is there. Tiara ended up coming. Who else ended up coming? I think that was it. So they all there having a really, really good time. You know, they introduced themselves back into the fold and saying what they've been doing, what they ain't been doing. Shonda is starting to get into music now. Nia is about to have this mommy and me event, and she's told Brandy she's gonna have it with Moniece. And Brandy says what did Brandy say she doing? She just said she doing big things. I don't know. I don't know what she doing because I ain't heard about her since it went off last season. But they haven't, Nia says she having this mommy event and she tells Brandy how she wants her to come. But Moniece is also hosting the event with her. So Brandy feels some kind of way. When Tiara comes up, Brandy go talk to her and Nikki and was telling her how Moniece had sent this text or put something on Instagram. And when she read the text while she was trying to be all dramatic or fucking chihuahua, I don't like her. So let me do that disclaimer right now. I don't fuck with Brandy, don't like her. Like, there's nothing about her that I like. But she was saying, she was reading this message that Moniece had sent to her. And as I'm listening to the message, I was like, she wasn't coming for your son. I even saw that she was directing it towards her. But, you know, Tiara was like, I can't believe that Moniece would come after your child. Nikki was like, you know, she's had beef with everybody. And I'm like, but the beef she's had with people has been understandable. But, you know, Tiara was saying how she wasn't going to get in the middle of it. If Brandy wanted to confront Moniece, that's on her. They both grown-ass women, and I like that about her. She was like, you guys are both my friends, so y'all do what y'all got to do. But, so that was that. Shonda, Nikki, and Willie is at the strip club. And he is trying to prepare for him being on Chocolate City 2. I didn't see Chocolate City 1, so I don't know. And that's crazy for me not to watch that. And Tyrese was in there, and y'all know I'm a big fan. But I didn't have I don't have no desire to see Chocolate City 2 either, so whatever. So they end up talking after Nikki excused herself because she let them use her club. And then they start talking about Shonda getting back into music. But Shonda is going to be working with some producer named Blaze. And it's a problem for Willie because Blaze had came onto Shonda before. So he don't want to hinder her from doing her music. But he wants to know that Blaze know his boundaries. Like, it ain't finna happen. So they going to try to work that out. The mommy event comes, and it was a disaster. It was a fucking disaster. I don't know what this mommy and me event was supposed to do, what it was supposed to be about, because soon as it happened, and soon as Shonda and Brandy got there, and they sat down, and Moniece and Nia walked up to them, and they started talking about the mommy event, and Moniece kind of started this and was saying how she didn't know if she was still in the mommy club because, or whatever, people coming at her about being a mommy. Next thing you know, her and Chihuahua start going at it like banshees. And I was just like, really? Moniece, that was bad on your part because you were hosting this event. Chihuahua's just a bird, so we expect that from her. But I'm just like, the people at the event was just turning around looking like, what? Y'all calling each other bitches? Just being very, very disrespectful. I thought that was not cool. Nia had to shut y'all up, and I'm like, damn, for quiet ass Nia to shut y'all up. Y'all know y'all was out of line. But like Moniece had told her, because she was like, we not going to go no farther until she apologized to me. But I'm like, you're not apologizing to her for coming at her. And she was like, well, I was passionate. She was just like you're passionate about something. That's my child. You know what I'm saying? So I got where Moniece was coming from. Moniece did apologize to her if she thought she was coming after her child. But she was like, I wasn't coming after your child. I was talking to you. I was coming after you, not your child. So I don't know if that got resolved. I didn't care. It was stupid. Ray J and Princess at the car dealership. He was trying to be nice to her because he has to break it to her about this prenup. He asked her about how does she feel about the prenup, and she's not feeling it. Especially when he say that his mama has something to do with it. I said, ooh, this is going to be a good season. I don't know why. I'm just waiting to see Princess and Sonya go at it. Because Sonya ain't the mama to be played with. So I'm waiting on this one. Sonya will read the shit out of Princess and not have two fucks to give. Now, I'm not with parents getting into their kids' relationship because this is a grown-ass man or whatever. But at the same time, you know, this bird been saying you just have to be prepared. So I understand Sonya being there for her son. She gets mad and she don't want to sign no prenup, so it's going to put him in a fucked up position, and I'm ready to see it play out. Sis and Nikki go to dinner. I didn't give a damn. He missed her, she missed him. He always be with these girls acting thirsty as hell. I don't know why. He was the same way with the girl last season, and then she rearranged his house. But every time he with somebody, he just like real thirsty on these girls. And she was like, damn, I just saw your ass. Like, what the fuck? But, hey, he want to see her a lot. So then they start talking and hold on. But yeah, anyway, they was just missing each other, and I know he never told her, because she brought up about long as he not living with another person or something. I tuned them out because I don't care about them dating. But I know he didn't tell her that he lived with Moniece. And I was like, it's going to cause a problem, but okay. Fizz, Soulja Boy, and Willie is playing basketball. And we get reintroduced to Soulja Boy, and he say he doing big things. Y'all know Soulja Boy always saying he doing big things. I don't know if he doing them, but I don't care. I don't follow him. I don't, whatever. But they're talking about Shonda being back doing music and about this Blaze producer dude. They told him that he needs to go holler at Blaze to see what's going on and let him know where he's staying or whatever. So he say that's what he gonna do. Moniece, Nikki, and TT meet up, and they start talking about Rich and the drama that was between Moniece and Rich. And Moniece was saying that Rich was just doing something to find a way out. And I was like, yeah, so he can get back on the other season of Love and Hip Hop. So yeah, I even seen Rich on this Love and Hip Hop, the VH1 Live, and I was just like, why are you here? When they said, oh, he was on the thing, on the little screen, I was like, why? This is like the teenage Love and Hip Hop. Why are you worried about them? Why are you trying to give them advice? Like, go somewhere, granddaddy, like, go. But, then they start talking about Nikki and Fizz and their relationship. And Moniece just basically told her, like, y'all so close, why do he live with me? And Nikki was very blindsided about that. And I'm glad she didn't let Moniece see her sweat, but she was like, I'm not down with, you know, the dude I'm talking to be staying with his baby mama. You know what I'm saying? So she said she's going to have a talk with him. And Moniece was basically saying how she doesn't want him. She just wants his sperm. And I'm like, okay. I understood where she was coming from, but I'm like, I understand y'all in a good place now, but did you forget the first 2 seasons where he tried to act like you was a bad fucking mother? Why would you want to go down that road again with him? You lost custody of your child to him. Why would you want to go down that road again with Fizz, and you know how much of a little fuckboy he can become? Like, no. But I do get what she said. She want her kids to look alike. She want them to have the same mother and father and stuff like that. Instead of having all these different baby daddies and still want another child. But you should have thought about that before you start fucking him up and he had a restraining order against your ass and got custody of your baby. I'm just saying. But, yeah, that's not a good idea, Moniece. Not at all. Moniece, I don't think you ready for another baby right now. And that's not even no shade. I think she just really needs to focus and get herself together. Worry about Cam and what she got going on with Cam and her music and Cam's shoe line and all that kind of stuff they got going on. Not no new baby. And then she just got new titties. So, girl, worry about them. Nikki and Fizz go out because she wants to confront him. She brings him a gift talking about, I brought you a housewarming gift. He like, what? And then she confronts him about living with Moniece, and he act like a fuck boy, like I say he always is, and tried to turn it on her and said, oh, he didn't have to tell her nothing. They wasn't consistent. They wasn't this and that. And I'm like, boy, really? See, he really tried to turn it on her and start talking shit to her, and I wasn't here for that. I was just like, this is why y'all don't play with little kids. Fizz is a little boy, so, and that's all I see him. I just really see him as a little boy on the B2K group because he haven't grown up, and every time he get confronted, he act like a little ass boy. She even gave his ass a onesie because she told him that Moniece wanted his sperm. He didn't even know about that, but I'm glad he didn't let her see him sweat either. And he was just like, I ain't put out no kids and whatever. Shonda is at the studio with Blaze. And then Shonda's at the studio, we see like Willie walking up in the studio. Like he was going to go up to Blaze, but he wasn't. He went to his own little studio session. And she's in a studio session with Blaze. And some girl come up named Keisha. damn, Popo's everywhere. But they come up with this girl named Keisha or whatever. And Keisha comes up and was like, I want to tell you what your man been doing. So she, go to another room. She was like, excuse herself from Blaze and go in another room and talk to this girl. And the girl comes out with receipts. She comes out with emails, text messages, pictures of Willie that Willie sent to the girl. The girl was saying how that Willie wanted to leave Shonda while she was pregnant, and they had been sleeping together, and all kinds of stuff. She just was putting it all out there. So Shonda didn't let her see her sweat either, and Shonda was just like, okay, we can call him, get him here, and get this situated. But Shonda ended up going to the studio to confront him. And she was asking him, what have you been doing? And he was like, nothing. She was like, what have you been, not today, but what have you been doing outside your marriage? And he looked at her and it went off. So they gonna go at it next week. And then he's gonna cuss out the girl like dudes do when they get fucking busted, instead of just make it. And then to me, I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I think that's how it's gonna play out. He just gonna make it worse for himself and make his wife look worse by knowing this girl know all this stuff about you, knowing there's some truth in what she's saying, and you gonna try to cuss her out. Like, come on, just fucking own it, deal with it, and move on. But don't keep lying where this girl knows so much real shit that can put you on blast and make your wife look dumb. Like, I ain't with that shit. I'm not with guys making their wife look dumb just to get themselves out of some bullshit. That's not cool. Hold on. So that's all I have for Love and Hip Hop of Hollywood Season 3, Episode 1. I will be, y'all know me, I'm here for the Love and Hip Hop series, whichever one it is. So I'll be here through the whole thing, whether it get dumb or not. Y'all know, we happy now. By the end of the season, we'll be like this bullshit. So anyway, y'all tell me what y'all thought about it. And I will talk to y'all in the next video. Make sure you follow me on all social media sites by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. What are you